Hi,
Hi,
how are you doing?
very fine.
How's your day going?
Excellent.
Okay, could you start by introducing yourself?
My name is Cage.
Kate,
Yes.
I'm Joy.
Joyce, nice to meet you, Joy.
Okay, could you tell us your field of work?
I mainly deal or dabble in the visual space. So I do photography and videography, but I try to lean more into videography. So most of the capturing and editing.
Okay. And what's the most exciting part about your work?
The end product.
Then product.
Yeah, see, being able to capture something, edit it, and compress it into like a minute, 2 minutes that somebody actually appreciates. The end product for me is is the one thing that actually excites me.
And what's the most difficult side of your work, the work you do?
The most difficult part.
Yeah, the hard part.
It's not hard per se, but I think the most tiring part is the editing.
The editing.
Yeah, because you'll find maybe you've done an event, maybe it's a wedding, a concert, or whatever, and you end up at your desk with like hours of footage,
Yeah.
and you need to compress it into like 2 minutes, 5 minutes. So that trying to find the right shot, going through everything, it's very repetitive and it can get tedious and boring. Yeah. So that's, I think, the most
Challenging
part.
The challenging part.
Yeah.
And what do you hope to get from this event?
From this event,
Yeah,
allies.
allies.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's more of networking.
For me, it's more of networking. Plus, you get to know people, and I came to realize how I do my job is different from other people. So, because everybody has a different way of interpreting. How do I say this? Let's say editing is like an art form, or
Yeah.
coverage is like an art form, yes?
Yeah.
And everybody has a different way of interpreting their art. So, seeing somebody else's artwork or how they edit their videos can actually help me inspire the next idea. Yeah.
Okay. And what's one advice you give a young editor or videographer like me who's just starting?
You're just starting.
Yeah, who's just starting.
Try and have fun. Yeah. You can get caught up in the work itself,
Yeah.
and as much as it looks fun from the outside when you're starting, the job can actually get heavy to a point where it takes out the fun in it, and that's how you end up getting creative blocks, fatigue, and you start hating what you're doing. So as much as possible, try to have fun. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're
That's
welcome.
it for today.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
My name is Irene Baru. I am a co-founder at Tendeka. I am the Chief Operations Officer, so I run the operations within Tendeka. So things like organizing this event and such.
Okay. And since you're the legal side of this event, my question is, could you tell us more about the ethics and rights of photographers?
Ethics and rights of photographers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with rights. I mean, given that this is a person who is working, I would be talking about the right to get paid for work that you have done. This usually comes in when photographers talk about attending events, not being paid. I mean, we've seen enough scandals on social media where photographers have claimed that they've shot products, they've shot events, then they're not being paid. So of course you have a right to get paid for any work that you do. You also have a right to do your work in any area that is not restricted. So freedom of movement, freedom to shoot, freedom to associate, that allows you to do your work anywhere. In terms of ethics, I think that is where the most important discussions come in. And I think what I would like to touch on about ethics is one of the things that is in the current, one of the things that is currently a hot topic, data protection. I'm sure you've had situations where photographers are being told not to take pictures of people without asking for consent. So when we talk about ethics, we need to think about what are the things that photographers need to do, or how do they need to conduct themselves such that they're not one, ruining the name for photographers, or two, interfering with other people's enjoyment of their spaces. So for ethics, one of the things that photographers need to do, one, is to understand that they need consent to take pictures in public places. So for example, during this event, you can't just find me seated here and decide to take a picture of me if I have not consented to it. You need to be able to ask, hi, are you comfortable with your picture being taken? This is where we will post it. So if I am not comfortable with that, you need to be able to give me an option to refuse for my pictures to be taken. So I think the most crucial ethical topic for photographers right now is data protection. When you take somebody's pictures, say they've even given you consent, and then you're using them for commercial purposes, but you have not sought authorization from the subject to use it for commercial purposes. Truthfully, that's unethical behavior. So I think for me, the biggest ethical issue currently is data protection, and that photographers need to be able to seek consent from the subjects to take pictures, to post pictures, and for how you're going to use that content that you have taken.
And what's the most challenging part of your work?
Currently, we are trying to launch Tendeka. So the most challenging bit of my work this period is getting photographers to sign up. It's getting photographers to sign up because it's a new product. People have not used it before. They don't know if the benefits that we're talking about are real. So it's a bit difficult to get people to sign up. But you know what? We've done this before. We'll do it again.
Yeah, you'll conquer that.
Yeah.
And what's the most exciting part?
The fact that I do things that are totally unrelated to what I went to school for. I enjoy working with people that are not lawyers. It's interesting to learn the concerns of people in photography. It's very, very interesting to see how these guys are structuring their businesses. For me, I'm in commercial law, so it excites me anytime to talk to entrepreneurs and people who are trying to run businesses, and photographers are one of those.
And what's one advice you'd give a beginner in your workspace?
Are you talking about a beginner in legal, or are you talking about a beginner in photography, which is Tendeka's core job?
I'd say legal in relation to Tendeka.
Okay. So these are lawyers who are in the creative space. Okay. So if you're a lawyer in the creative space, one of the things that I have noticed is creatives have a hard time structuring business. Creatives run their businesses like hobbies. So you'll find a photographer receives work, gets paid via M-Pesa, coolers all the money, has not thought about separating their business and personal finances, has not thought about the legal documentation like contracts with their clients. That's why you'll hear a lot of people complaining that clients have not paid. But if you look back, it's because there was no contract. Yeah, so I'd tell somebody looking to get into the creative space as a lawyer to look at formalization of creative businesses, to think about intellectual property. This is IP. To think about how photographers can register and monetize their IP, and then also to think about the structuring of it. How do we structure creative agreements? How do we structure creative businesses and such things? Yeah.
Okay, that's all. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So my name is Freesky, Mushiri Freesky, but my ID names are, you'll find out yourself. I'm a photographer, cinematographer, and impact curator.
Okay, and what inspired you to organize this specific event?
So I'm building an app for photographers and videographers. So the idea was photographers and videographers need to have fun, but also they need community. So this is one of the many hangouts that people are going to have. Photographers, videographers, editors, where they just come, stay away from the camera and just have fun. be free, you don't have to be cameraman.
Uptight,
Yeah. So, yeah.
Do you think there's a gap in the photography community that you'd like to fill up?
So photographers lack structure. So everything a photographer needs is just spread out everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's what I am doing. Me and my team, we are creating an app. It's gonna be like Uber for photographers. Super cool.
That's cool.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It's actually
So
cool.
what we're doing is, you as a photographer, all you need to do is go and shoot. Payments, lawyers, security, everything is catered for, including insurance. Because I have lost equipment so many times and I didn't insure them. So the idea is getting them to just work stress-free. And then watch us to na stress. Yeah.
Next question is, how did you settle on this location? Because it actually looks really nice.
Yeah. I mean, that's the point.
Yeah,
it
it
looks
actually-
really nice. But we did an event. I was shooting an event for a friend of mine, FinFun. Such a wonderful team, by the way. You guys should find out about that. Anyway, so as we were doing the FinFun event, I was like, hey, is it possible to get this location? Because the location I had kind of bailed out on me.
That's
You know,
sweet.
and I was super stressed. We already have like 10 people who've signed up. I don't know how to tell them, guys, we won't do this. Let's move it to another day. So the good thing is I had left the location place empty. So these guys, I came, talked to the manager, such a wonderful guy. He was open to the idea. He was like, you guys can come. And they will be offering like a nice wine tasting in the evening. So, photographers get to have fun. The experience is very gamified by FinFun. We're gonna have people from psychologists talking about mental health and well-being for photographers. We have someone from finance talking about financial management for photographers. So, yeah, you got
It's going to be a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna
Good
be
thing.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the most challenging part in what you do?
The most challenging part in photography, in building what I'm building.
Okay, building what you're building.
Tech.
Yo,
Let me tell you, I had to learn how to develop, how to code on YouTube.
really?
Yeah, when I was building the first prototype, I had to learn. I was on YouTube.
The Indian.
Yeah, it was crazy, but finding a reliable tech team. Right now we have a good tech team, but finding a reliable tech team is hard. And also like finding the perfect team for Tendeka. It's
Yeah.
called Tendeka. So
Tendeka.
finding the perfect team for it was insane. And now I'm happy. We're ready to fly.
And what's the most fun part about building up Tendeka?
Traveling.
Traveling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, I've enjoyed traveling, doing my research also. Like just going to different photographers. Hi, I'm Fiskai. Nimecome to our sales.
Oh.
Hey. And also the late night spheres is like interesting. Because I'd be there at night trying to look for things to do, like how to make it better. And I had to learn psychology of YouTube. And how like the psychology of a photographer. Color psychology, everything, because actually the app, the colors, everything is very, very it's curated with psychology. Yeah.
That's actually cool and something new.
Exactly.
I've learned.
Yeah. Also
It's
that
crazy.
statement, that's the funnest thing, because you'll talk to someone about it and they're like, oh my god, that's so cool. I've
Yeah,
never heard of
it
it.
is. It's so cool and smart, actually.
Thank
Very
you.
Smart.
Thank
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Nice to meet
Thank
you.
you so much. Nice to meet you.
Asante sana.
my name is Wamboi Mburu. I'm the co-founder of FinFun. What we do is we use games and gamification as tools to connect people, to entertain people, but also to educate people.
Okay, and could you please walk us through the full setup? The setup.
What we're doing here?
Yeah.
Cool. So when someone arrives, we pose them with a question.
Okay.
So they can either answer something I never expected this career to teach me, or one thing people misunderstand about us is the reason why we put these questions is we are expecting photographers to be here, and we want people to start sharing about the experiences in the industry so that we can find areas of alignment. So that's why we started with this question. And then once you've answered this question and you've put in the separate bowls, we're gonna give you a paper. It's a game. You remember I said we use games and gamification?
Yes.
So in the paper, there's a prompt that says find someone who. So you find someone who, for example, has a completely different definition of success from you. So you have to have a conversation with the person so that you understand how are they different from you. And then you write their name and then you sign. You're supposed to look for 5 people.
5 people.
So the idea is once someone has answered this, to give them the paper, they give you whatever they are. So you're supposed to be circulating in the conversation.
Okay.
So that's what we have in store for you on the table. Groups, 2 groups. Let's divide ourselves into 2 groups. Even number on my right, odd numbers on my left. We are not sitting on the table. Nataka watu wachangamke. Tusimame, tuchangamke. So we are going to play from this table. So, see, odd numbers mko hii side, even numbers mko hii side. So, in this class, you either find a role or an object. The idea, see, how many people have played charades? Acting out, no words. Yes, acting out, no words. So you send your representative and they start acting out for you. And then I'll keep the score. So, a coin. I don't have a coin, so I'm going to start with my right. So you pick. No, you just pick one person. And then they go to the war or on a mission. We picked you, okay. Act out for the rest. 1, 2, go. Without words, acting. Continue, bro. Sichukua ingine. Time's up. Stop. Yay! We have 4 points for team. Excellent. Let's see, team victory. If you're gonna beat this, I hope you do. Okay, start. Okay, let's go. 37 seconds.
Director. Elisa. Security.
Woo! Security. Yo, it was security guard. Half a point. Time's up. You have 1.5. 1.5. Hey guys, this is a comeback and a half. Yo, team victory. Victory. Hey. This is good. Okay, now we are changing people. We are changing people. Yeah. We are changing people. We are changing people. We are changing.
Okay.
Interview.
Why are you passing in front of my camera? Blocking. Oh. Blocking. Blocking. You're blocking my shot.
Nice. Perfect shot, yeah. But I never interrupting. Anyway, okay. So, how many are we in the game? Naona watu wamekufa. Guy, don't come for me next.
When you're building something, you may have to let go of certain conveniences, so that finally you will get to a point where you can have those things and your money will be paying for those things. So the principle with money is you have four quadrants. The first one is income. So this is money coming to you, your gigs, your whatever, money coming in. Then you have your spending quadrant. These are bills, nini, all the things, black tax, all those things, debts. This is money goes out, never comes back to you. Then we have the assets quadrant. These are things you put in money in and they will generate for you income eventually. And then we have liabilities. These are things that literally take money out of your pocket. Things like debt, even cars, even houses nowadays are falling into that category. You own a house, but that house is taking more money out of your pocket than it should. So for us is to concentrate on building the income quadrant, the assets quadrant. So whatever is coming into your income, more is going into the asset quadrant, so that your assets will get to feed you one day without you working. Siku moja utakuwa una enjoy, unaenda unakaa in your gazebo and money is trickling in. So that's the idea, that as you are working right now, we are where we are building. And when you are building, we need to be selfless, but also selfish. Selfless in the sense that you're giving yourself less, okay? And sorting for your future self more. Selfish in the sense that you maximize how much comes to you. So like we were talking about pricing, you know, you're pricing the right way. You're making sure you're getting the value for, premium for the value you're giving. You're having very clear conversations with clients. Even when clients are bargaining, tell them, this is the discount I give. Beyond there, I can't give you. Yes, and if they're bargaining after, but tell this is in bad faith for you to be bargaining after. If you needed the discount, you'd have told me before so that I can curate for you a package that is within what you can pay. Hiyo ndio unaweza toa vitu zingine mwambie, by the way, for the price you're saying, this is what I can give you. Period. Akisema niwaambie basi ongeza pesa ndio nikupatie hii package. Then document your work. Even if you're a creative, have a rate card. Mtu akiniuliza ati unachargingi ngapi, unamtumia kwa WhatsApp. Ako kwanza it is in black and white. Hapo kwanza ku negotiate beyond there ni ngumu. But I shared with you my rate card. You saw. Yes. So that now you're creating a standard with them. And let me tell you, clients will work with you when they know you're very concise about the way you do your business. And bigger jobs will come to you the more structured you are. So usiende kuwing it, don't wing it. We don't wing it anymore. Ukitaka hizo tenda za gava, ukitaka hizo nini za corporates, they will need you to document your work. They will need you, nikikuuliza, give me your portfolio. Mara hiyo umeshachomoa. Sawa. Mine is to encourage you. It can be done. I hope to meet you again, and I hope to meet you guys when you are successful. However you define success, but successful. Sawa.
Wow, that's a lot to take in. Sindio, as much as she would want to meet you successful, I don't want to meet you unless tafadhali najua nataka pesa, but I want your mental health to be okay. All right? Remember, you're always the priority. Yes, we are making money. Yes, we are looking for these businesses, but you are the priority. And your mental health comes first. Okay? No matter what, your mental health comes first. Mimi ukikuja kwangu, ndakupatia tu dakika zako 90. Na hivyo, mimi nisha make do yangu. But you, because one thing with mental health, it does not start ati imelipuka mara moja. It starts slowly. Na hizo pressure za kazi kidogo mwishoe utachizi bro. Na sitaki kukuona umechizi juu nita feel vibaya. I have been with you, we've talked, then I see you on the streets. But I know that as you set your rate cards, as you do all that, create your portfolios, setting your rate cards, draft contracts. Kitu ingine nataka mtake advantage of. Mnaonanga watu wanapatiananga discounts. Do you know what they do? They charge the normal price. Wewe ukidhania ni discount imepeanwa, it's the normal price. Wanakwambia utaenda kwa supermarket, hiyo karatasi wanakwambia wameweka toa. Utakuta if a product is 1,000 shillings, utaona wamesema the product was 2,999 but wanauza 1,000 shillings. Play with people's hapa. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to lose your money and you don't want to lose your value. Understand that this is a market. This is the business aspect of it. You are targeting people, and people, yes, you're giving quality jobs, but no one should mess with your money, okay? And no one should mess with your mental health. But one thing, I know you guys are amazing people, and yes, I want to see you guys do amazing things. Reach out. One day tukifika mahali we have big events, I want to see you guys cover them, because you are able to do that. You're not limited, whether you're starting or not. You're not limited. You are who you think you are. You're not defined by what people say about you. You are defined by what you think about yourself. If you see yourself as a winner, you're a winner. If you see yourself as a failure, you're a failure. If you see yourself as someone who's able to make 1 million shillings in a month, you can. It is who you think you are. It is not what your parents think you are, or your friends think you are, or your partner thinks you are. You are who you think you are, meaning that you carry the weight. Okay? Never let anyone define you by the just because amekuwa kwa industry for long. Najua some of you take amazing photos, better than those who know, you know who. All right? So, never undercharge, never look down on yourself. Make sure that you give the best of yourself. compete in this industry. The creative industry is more of competition. I've also dealt with people in the media industry, and they can tell you, hata wakisoma news hapo mbele, it's not that they are perfect, it's because they know what they're doing, and they wanajitambua na their own sound. That is why somebody like Hassan Juma has his sound kama Muhammad Ali, because anajielewa mimi ni fulani and I have my own sound. You know your job, let that be your sound. Define your brand, define who you are. Let no one define your brand for you, okay? Thank you.
We are building an app. It's gonna be like Uber for photographers. Everything we've discussed here, everything you guys have written down, the pain points, these are the things we are tackling as Tendeka. The idea is to streamline the work of a photographer and to streamline getting a photographer, effective and reliable photographers. So in the next event we will be unveiling the app. We will have a showcase of how the app works, and you guys will get to test it for a whole month before now we release it to the rest of the world. And thank you for the smiles, thank you for the advice, thank you guys, Daystar students, for coming through. Thank you for everything, in short.
My name is Vanessa Kamaini. I'm a financial advisor and the founder of Legacy Tribe Partners. We're a financial advisory firm, and our work mostly is to help individuals, families, organizations build on their financial management skills. Okay. Basically, how do you use your money? How do you manage your money? How do you keep your money? Yes, so that you're moving away from just making money to making more money for you. Yeah.
Okay. And what's the most exciting part about your job?
Oh, it's seeing people succeed. It's seeing people making more money. It's seeing people making good decisions about money, and people changing the way they interact with money, and that way we've seen people's lives transformed. People who are in debt coming back to life, and then being able to build wealth. That for me is a highlight.
And what's the most challenging part of your career?
Most challenging is that most people don't think they have a problem with money, so they think they are okay, and so exist in cycles of mismanaging money, and then at some point it even leads them to bigger and bigger financial constraints, and for me, feeling so helpless to assist in that situation, because if you're not willing to see the problem, then I can't help you. And so most people don't come to us. We literally have to go look for them. Yes.
And what one advice you'd give to someone who's just starting up on this career, on the same career path as you?
For someone starting in my career, first of all, is familiarize yourself with what happens when it comes to managing money, like literally in your own life, having experienced it in your own life. So you can't teach somebody else how to manage money if you haven't managed your own money. Then two, have mentors, have coaches, people who've gone ahead of you, people who can tell you what are the pitfalls, what are the things that you can avoid so that you don't make the same mistakes they did. Yes, and also know that it is not just about you making money, that it's also about you making an impact. And sometimes the money may not come instantly, but as long as you're making an impact, soon the money will follow. Yes, because money follows purpose.
My name is Salim Joroge. I'm a mental wellness coach. I'm the founder of an organization called Blast to Life. Blast to Life is an organization. It's a wellness organization. We'll work with people through the healing journey. Yes, that's basically what we do.
So what's the most exciting part of your job?
The most exciting part is being able to see someone heal, because dealing with somebody's mental health, I'm someone who's dealing with mental health, and seeing them thrive, that's something that really gives me joy, because it's mental health has also been my journey. I started Blast to Life as how can I put it, as a reflection of my life, being someone who has walked through the healing journey myself and being able to thrive in this space. So that's something that really makes me happy.
And what's the most challenging part of the whole work?
Wow. One of the most challenging thing is dealing with someone actually at their lowest. I have worked with people who have been suicidal. I have worked with people who have are going through grief, and at times it can be. As a therapist, I'm not supposed to put my emotions on check, but at times it can get overwhelming, and you see the pain that they're going through, and I cannot tell them, you know what, I know what you're going through, because I don't.
Yeah.
So seeing them in that state of pain is one thing that is very challenging, because for me, I believe each person deserves to be happy. Each person deserves healing. Each person deserves some peace of mind. Yeah.
And what's one advice you'd give someone who's starting this career, the career that you're in?
Always think about yourself. Get a therapist, because every therapist needs a therapist. I have one. So make sure that you get a therapist. Make sure before you go to interact with people that you yourself, your mental health is okay, and that you will meet all sorts of people. Guard your heart, set boundaries, and now go ahead.
Yeah. You just said they should get a therapist. Is it like in general, or is it just people who are struggling with their mental health?
That is something that is inakwanga issue with so many people. But I believe each person needs a therapist, because you cannot deal with everything yourself. You need someone to work with you. You need someone to hold your hand.
Yeah.
And at times your friends can do that, but you need someone who is not in your circle, somebody who can be a bit neutral.
What was your takeaway from everything that you've been told by both the finance and the psychology person?
No is always an answer. Sometimes si lazima ukuwe zile za okay, hatukangi desperate for all these jobs outside here, but tunahitajingi kazi yes, but pia no is the answer sometimes. Hiyo ndio I think yenye imenibamba sana, na pia kuandika list ya everything you spend, like una list unaangalia unaona like venye una spend day yako, na ya tatu ni saving inafaa kukua kitu ya kwanza, not the least.
Yeah.
So saving it should be the first, inafaa kukua top. And I think mimi nafanyanga hivyo. I think ndio hivyo, natoanga savings kwanza and then I spend the rest ama natoa expenditure.